How in the world is everybody doing? It's Saturday night. It's time for the Saturday night shave, and here's today's participants. These blades have been raving about for a while. Be busting out my 1956 Super Speed silver tip that I received from some awesome gentlemen when I joined the Wet Shaving Society. Thank you guys. I can't remember who y'all are, but we have already got that blade loaded up in there, as we say in Texas. And I have my West Coast Shaving silver tip badger at the ready and the cup soaking. And today I'm going to feature a product that everybody else has featured, but I haven't. Just good old Proraso Red. I really like their version of the sandalwood. Let's get this sink filled up and get started, shall we? Now, I'm also using my fine accoutrements lathering bowl. So let me put some of this in here. I put way too much. It don't matter. Look how much of that I put in there. That's too much. Oh well. The shaming police are gonna come get me. No, I forgot to shoot my thumbnail before I started this. So we're gonna give this a squeeze right here at the bottom, not all the way at the top. That way I can still get some water as I go about lathering this stuff up. So how are you doing? Did any of y'all catch the other video I uploaded? I'm gonna start off with quite a bit of water because it's been my experience that the Proraso Red doesn't get all creamy like I'd like, unless I use a lot of water. And this particular brush, I'm not sure that I like this brush or not. I don't use it very much. It's a little too floppy for my taste. What do y'all think about it? What do y'all think about silver tip versus just best badger? We'll have that for be the comment or discussion for today. But it seems to be lathering up quite well. Look at that spilling off the sides. What am I complaining about? I think we got enough here to start this shave. Ladies and gentlemen, pre-shave, just a shower and a wet face. That's all. So when I first started the whole wet shaving back in August of 21, one of the first Facebook groups I signed up for or joined was the Wet Shaving Society. And I was met with some wonderful people who sent me this razor. I looked up the code to find out what it was. It's a 1956, and it is a wonderful razor. They sent me a brush, and my son still has that brush, and a bunch of blades to try, and just amazed with the camaraderie and the helpfulness of people in the wet shaving community. I got to be honest, I don't see that in the fragrance community whatsoever. It's just different, that's all. So let's take a razor to this. I got a problem here. The problem is, my dumb butt grabbed the wrong razor. This is one I want. Hey, this is live. I could hide this, but I'm not. So let's try it with the one with the blade in it. Let's see if that makes a difference, shall we? So I have a question. Perhaps you could answer this in the comments for me. These Gillette Super Speeds all have different color tips. I've seen blue tips and I've seen red tips. What's the difference? I have a feeling that it's aggressiveness. If that's the case, if you could let me know in the comments, I would greatly appreciate it. That Gillette Super Stainless is working fantastic in this razor so far. And it's working even better now that I picked up the correct razor. Gosh, that's embarrassing. See, I try to be honest on my channel. I could have edited that out, but what fun would that be? Ouch. That is my least favorite place to shave right there. Right up there under my lip. I think my camera's a little crooked. It'll probably go back to being crooked again. If the picture's off, just tilt your head like that. It'll be all right. Yep, I've never done a shave video with the Proraso Red, and it's really good stuff. A lot of people recommend Proraso to people who are just getting started into wet shaving, and it's not a bad recommendation at all because you can pick all three of them up off Amazon or someplace like that for like 30 bucks, 10 bucks a piece. And you are set. Wow, that did a really good job. This may only be a 2-pass shave. Yep, I was just making myself a cup of tea. I was gonna sit down and try to get a book I started reading. I've been reading a book by William Mounts called Why I Trust the Bible, and it's been a really good book so far. And I'm at a page 97. I want to see if I can at least get to page 150 or so this evening. But that's kind of what my other channel's about. Hope y'all had a good St. Patrick's Day. Hope you didn't have any green vomit after St. Patrick's Day. Do you guys remember those green St. Patrick's Day shakes they used to have at McDonald's when we were kids? I'm 56, so I remember those green St. Patrick's Day shakes they had when we were kids, man. The Shamrock Shakes, that's what they were called. Good Lord. I had 2 of them one time when I was a kid and went out to play, and I threw up. It was awful. I hope they don't ever bring those back. They were gross. The only thing worse than that were the pink things at Six Flags. They got those, not just Texas, but they got those everywhere. Those pink things on a hot August day at Six Flags. Ugh. They're like Pepto-Bismol on a stick. They're gross. Yep, I've just about tried these Gillette Super Stainless, the 7 o'clock series. And every razor that I've had, I've got one more to try them in. I want to try them in my Vikings blade, Chieftain Odin. And see how they do. That razor, however, is so mild that it really wouldn't shave peanut butter. And so I'm curious about how these relatively mild blades are going to work. So far, the best thing I found for that one particular razor for me is the, it's getting full, is the Wilkinson swords. Those are extremely sharp. Yeah, we picked up a couple of new subscribers. We are up to 273. When I first started this channel, I started off as a gun channel. I'm also a Second Amendment type of guy. Those expensive to do those. You really need sponsors. So I kind of let the channel languish for a few years. And I've got some, if you go look, you can find a couple of bass guitar reviews I did. And a couple of places of me actually playing bass. I played bass from the time I was 13, I think, up until I was 40. And then I started having problems with this hand. I can't get it to work right anymore. If you ever notice me trying to rinse off my face, you'll see that one index finger kind of, my pinky finger kind of doing weird stuff. But I had plenty of fun playing bass. I got to do a lot of things. I got to play in exotic places like Branson. Branson is like the graveyard for country musicians. It's where people go when your careers are winding down. But I think it'd be a great place to make a living, especially if you're a bass player and you leave your stuff there. I got to play in churches all over the place. My life has been blessed, even in the worst part of it. I'm glad that I can be sitting here doing frivolous stuff like making shaving videos. There's a lot of people in worse places. Shout out to my friend Tracy, brother. I'll be praying for you, hoping that we can get you through the situation you're going through together. God's got a plan, man, even though it doesn't seem that way, he does. So these blades worked okay in the super speed. I think the super speed needs to be, I want to send it in. I want to ask y'all's opinion about something. So I have very seriously considered sending this in to Razor Emporium and having them do a basic factory finish on it, because I think it needs to be tuned up a little bit. Sometimes this will pull and tug. I'm sure it's not in complete alignment. What do y'all think about that? Y'all think I should send this in and have them redo it? I don't know if I want to spend the money to do the iridium finish, but I think that I would like to have this one at least back to factory specs. I got stuff on my shirt. Anyway, I'm gonna rinse my face off one more time. And I think we got it. That was a good 2-pass shave. That was good. I really like these blades. But I got one more razor to try these blades in, and we're gonna see how that works. I'll probably do that this Wednesday. And then I'm gonna go back to my very favorite blade, which are Gillette Perma-Sharps. And we're gonna use some of this right now. This stuff is a wonderful, soothing elixir for your face. And what's cool about it is as I was putting some of this on, found a little spot that I missed. And this stuff will allow you to go back and get a couple of spots if you missed it. It's good stuff, and it's inexpensive. and it's essential in my shave den. Gentlemen and ladies, I believe that's it. It's a pretty quick video. I appreciate you guys watching. It's good to hang out with you guys and do this. I enjoy it. Keeps me out of trouble. I'm happy. I'm blessed. And I hope that you're happy and blessed too. If there's anything you'd like to see on the channel, let me know in the comments below. And if I can afford to do it, I will. And if I have to wait a couple of months until I get, my money in, I'll do that as well. But I appreciate all of you who tuned in, whether it's for the fragrance reviews or the shaving reviews. I appreciate it. And if you want to know more about wet shaving, leave me a comment below. I'm going to start working on the community tab so we can have chats back and forth. I'm going to do some research on that so we can open that back up. But if you're new, if you're a fragrance person watching this video and you want to know more about wet shaving, leave me a comment and I'll send you some good links and you can get started on that journey too. And it's a great accompaniment to all the fragrances, especially when you can make things line up. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a good Saturday night. God bless you. Go be the change you want to see in this world. Amen. Have a good day.